Hello everyone, of the Klaus here, and today guys I'm gonna review the Exo-Force set from the second wave of 2006. So yesterday I reviewed the Supernova, so kind of the last set from the first wave, and well, today I'm gonna review one of the sets from the second wave, and it's gonna be the Mobile Defense Tank. So in fact there were just 4 sets with 2006, and I have already reviewed two of them, so Striking Venom and the Bridgewalker versus White Lightning. So well, this week I'm just gonna review this guy and of course the Sentai Fortress, the biggest set of 2006, and also from the first wave, the second wave, excuse me. So yeah, for the box itself of the Mobile Defense Tank, well, we're gonna have the Lego Exo-Force logo right here, nothing very new. The red border with the real face, because it is one of the guys in the Mobile Defense Tank. There is also another guy, but we're gonna set later on. Some shape of the vehicle from the side view, well, nothing very new, and of course the front picture with the Mobile Defense Tank itself. So of course it's not a mecha this time, but it's a tank, a vehicle on wheels, excuse me, and stuff like that. Also notice that on the background you have the Sonic Phantom, so quite nice to see some other sets appeared in the background. Yes. On the side, well, on the top side, you will have the 1:1 scale picture of Rio, the Rio's minifig, so nothing very new. And on the back, well, you're gonna have some different shots. So first of all, you're gonna have a shot of the Mobile Defense Tank itself on some perspective view, and of course some close-up of the little gimmicks. For example, some launching things, the lighter brick stuff, and other stuff like the fact that you can move the squids. But you can see that later on, of course. Then you got the alternative model, which is called the Advanced Tactical Unit. Quite classy and quite yes, quite classy once again. Well designed, well, at least it seemed well designed. I'm not sure if I built this guy already or not, but well. You got of course the little comic strip, and as you can see, this time the Mobile Defense Tank is, well, once again against the Sonic Phantom that we have already seen in this picture right here. And then you got, of course, a group shot with all the sets from the first wave and also the second wave. So you have the addition of the Sentai Fortress, the Mobile Defense Tank, and of course the Striking Venom. Of course, you don't have the Supernova, you have neither the Supernova nor the Bridgewalker versus White Lightning, because there are some special edition set, and this type of set don't really appear in this type of group shots. Well, then you got the instruction booklet, which of course features the same picture as the front of the box. You then have the parts list once again at the beginning of the instruction booklet. Don't really know why. Of course, once again, you're gonna put the stickers throughout the instruction, well, throughout the building, and not just at the end. So, like, well, the fact is that I said in my first review of 2006 that they changed that in 2007, but no, in fact, they didn't wait for 2007 to change this aspect of the stickers and stuff like that. No, already in the second wave, you you were supposed to put the stickers throughout the building and not just at the end. Then you got a little group shot showing you the famous fighting scene, but also on the side you got other sets classified by size. So for example, the good side right here with the humans, and of course the bad side with the robots. So really an interesting picture, because it really sums up perfectly all the 2006 Exo-Force here. Then you got some pictures of the alternative model, and then some comic strips featuring Takeshi and Hikaru fighting against some guys from the first wave. So nothing really incredible. And well, the win page and the Lego club page. So nothing really. Once again, everything's okay. And now for the set itself. So first of all, the two minifigs. So well, like I said, first we're gonna have Rio, so which first appeared in the uplink set. So it's exactly the same. So we're gonna have his face, which of course is double-sided, so one angry face and one more neutral. Of course, the same type of purple hair, and of course the same type of orange with some touch of dark gray and silver clothes. So nothing really new. It's exactly the same, but for those who haven't seen my uplink review, well, here it is. It's Rio for you. And then the second guy which gonna be featured in this set is Genki, which also first appeared in the Get Assault that I reviewed on Monday, I think. Well, Genki, so again the same two-sided face, different hair, of course, which are from it's the Icarus hair but in black this time, and the same type of clothes. So the two guys wear the same armor. Excuse me. So yeah. We're gonna have these two guys in this set, which of course already appeared in some previous set. And now for the set itself, for the tank itself, excuse me guys, if I take some time on the box and stuff like that. So yes, first of all the frame, so the body frame of the tank, so you have really the important part is this big blocky part, which has some kind of a square shape as you can see, and some pins which sort out. These pins will be useful, of course, to link the threads to the model. Then you got, of course, the cockpit part right here. So as you can see, there is some cannons at the front, and then there is this part, which of course some which use some snot techniques. So snot stands for studs not on the top, and of course, well, the studs here on the top and here they are on the sides. So pretty clear. And this part will be useful to link the side part of the cockpit. So this curved shaped parts that I'm gonna link like that. And already it seems a little more blocky and a little more bulky, and yeah, it's looking good. And then also notice, yes, first of all, notice that inside the cockpit there is not really any details at all. There is no control command or stuff like that, no lever, no turning wheel. I don't really know, but yes, no steering wheel, excuse me, not turning wheel, no steering wheel, excuse me. So yeah, nothing really exceptional in there. And of course, we're gonna link, put a glass to close the cockpit, thanks to this little hinge right here, hinges right there. And yeah, there we are. And now for the also notice before we talk about the rear section that we're gonna have to put stickers across multiple parts, and well, that's really annoying tons of people, me also a little. So well, if you want to, personally, I cut the stickers at on the part. So if I want to put off the part, I just put a little part of the stickers because it's have been cut. But as you can see, I done that with in 2006, and I wasn't really sure of me at the time. So it's kind of it's not really well cut. But I think you can do a better thing with an adequate, yes, well, a cutter. And of course, yeah, you got the rear section, which is made with this curved part. And then we notice the interesting thing before I move on the threads, that we're gonna have 3 brake with an axle hole. So it's really interesting because on these 3 parts, we're gonna link the 3 weapons, if I can call this like that, of the tank. So that's all for this part, guy. Now we're gonna move on with the thread, excuse me. So before the thread itself, we're gonna link them thanks to this part, which are in fact some big articulated hinge parts, as you can see. You can hear that, I think. So yeah, big blocky parts. Well, we're gonna link that on these pins. First on the front, excuse me, and then on the back it's gonna be the same thing except for this part right here. So you got 4 of them. And well, now we're gonna talk about the threads. So here we go. Excuse me if you see my arms. And well, it looks like that. So also explain this, you're gonna have a long technique beam right here, which will be useful, of course, to link first, well, the threads together, and also to link this part to the body frame. Then you got the threads themselves, which are made with 3 wheels, as you can see right there, plus the thread itself, and to cover these 3 wheels, well, to cover this part, we're gonna use this systems part, which of course are made with 2 curved parts, as you can see. And then if you turn this section, you will notice a white brick with 2 pinholes, and then on this brick we're gonna link this technique part plus an axle, and of course this axle will be linked directly to this axle all right here, as you can see a little. So I'm gonna just link that like that. Excuse me. So yeah, link that like that, and well, it will cover the 3 wheels. And well, that's all you have to know, seriously, because this section, as you can see, this blocky part, of course, made with technique beams, wheels, threads, and some system parts to cover the whole thing. Well, this stuff, we're gonna do that 4 times, in fact. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you got your the front thread and the rear one. So now we're gonna link this part, thanks to the 2 pins right there, and of course the pinholes. And well, we are done for the front section, and now the rear one, the rear one, okay, that's really ugly, so really sorry for my pronunciation. And well, we are done, guys. The thing is linked, but not completed, because now we're gonna have to bulk this guy up, and with adding some big weapons that really hurts the heavy bots. So well, here's one of the side weapon, if I can call this side weapon, which, as you can see, is linked thanks to a connector and a ball joint with some accelerators. So of course, for those bionicle fans, it's a connector plus an orbital neck. And well, in fact, except for this part, it's really simple, because we're gonna have this big plate, which of course has the shape of a grid. Then we're gonna link this another big part, which is in fact just one mod, as you can see, with some curves on the sides. And well, on top of that, some other parts like that, well, right parts, and then some brick with pinholes. In there, we're gonna put this part, so one side pin, one side axle. This little part, and then you have some rockets. Of course, you can't launch them, it's just for design, so you can't do anything with this part. It's just some rockets, but you can't launch them or anything. And then we're gonna have this axle, of course, and this brick, remember, well, just gonna link this part like that. Now for the second, for the left side, which is the same thing, in fact, just the stickers which have changed. Excuse me, not change, but changed. And well, now for the final weapon, the little turret. Well, the little, not really little, but well, once again, it will be linked thanks to a connector plus this part. And then we're gonna have this cylindrical shape, the chain gun, which is really classical because it uses this type of cylindrical part, so nothing really exciting. Also to notice that this part won't turn because it's linked thanks to an axle, so it won't turn. It will just stand like that. Then on the side we're gonna find, well, the lighter brick, but this time of course little, not really in a complex build, because it is just excuse me, the lighter brick plus some lightsaber, and you press the button and the lightsaber lights up, excuse me. So nothing really new or anything. And then you're gonna have the little launching stuff from the second wave, which in fact just appeared in this second wave. Maybe it also appeared in one set in 2007, I'm not really sure, but well, it appeared right there. So of course it's not supposed to be linked. It means that I have added some parts to link other parts together, but at first it's just supposed to be like that. So you put this little disc shaped part right there, and then thanks to this little trigger, which is directly molded into this part, well, you launch it. So it works pretty nice, but I don't really see the point of this stuff. Seriously, Lego could have done better without using any new parts or anything like that. But still, it's here, you can launch them, it works, so it's okay. I'm not gonna complain anymore. At least it works. So yeah, I'm gonna link this part on the third light gray part with an axle oil in there, and well, we are done. The model is finished, so I'm just gonna add the 2 fix. So first of all, Genki is gonna be in the driver position. So the driver's seat, even if there are not really seat or even any steering wheel or any stuff like that, but still. And then Rio is gonna be at the on the turret position. So right there. And that's also, I'm just gonna do a little turn around. Then we'll talk about the articulations, because yes, even if this is even if it is a tank, it's still articulated, which is quite nice. So side view, and here we go. So yeah, the articulation. So first of all, of course, the Swedes can roll like that, but I have to admit that sometimes it's quite hard to make them turn make them roll, excuse me, in a nice way. So yeah, sometimes it's well, it depends. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not as good as you imagine. Of course, because I do that on a sheet, as you can see. I also assume it's called a sheet, but by the way, because I do that on this type of stuff, I can't really turn the wheels, you can see, so I'm not gonna try. But at least it turns. Sometimes it fails, but most of the time it turns and it works pretty nice. Then you can also turn, as you have seen maybe on the back of the box, you can turn this part thanks to the hinge. So this means you can do stuff like that, for example, really close to the ground, or unlike that, you can do this type of stuff. So you can really turn the wheels in tons of ways. So I think it's quite fun. It's quite interesting because you can really change the overall shape of the tank just by changing the height of these parts. And to finish on the switch station, well, you can also turn this to a part with little flames on the side. And now for the cockpit itself, so of course you can close or open this stuff. You can, well, you got these three excuse me, there's three weapons mounted on ball jumps. So of course you can turn them without any big problem. Sometimes it's blocked, but it will be okay. You will be able to make a complete turn of this part, or just put him on the side like that. So yeah, pretty well articulated. The same of course goes for this part and also for this one. And finally, on the so you can also make up or down. And for the gimmicks, well, you can light up the brick as you have seen, and also launch this disc-shaped part. So it's all good. And now for the final step of this set. So I'm gonna do this really. I'm gonna try to make this quick, make this fast. So yeah, first of all, the color scheme, well, it's mainly orange, and I really like the orange because it's a bright color, and even if some people will complain because it's a tank, so it's supposed to be dark and stuff like that, well, of course, remember, it's a toy kid, and also remember that in this Exo-Force toy line, the kids, excuse me, the good guys are supposed to have some bright color. So see, I like the orange, it's bright, it's fresh, excuse me, it's really, I like the orange color, plus the fact that it's really mixed well with the blue and the white colors. And well, for all the technique section, we're gonna have the usual dark gray, light gray, and black parts. So I think the color scheme is really correct, but again, it's really a subjective point of view, because not all the people will like the orange as the main color. But seriously, I have no problem with that, and I'm really a fan of this type of a bright color. Well, at least it changed from dark colors, and you have still some dark colors used on the suite. So everything's right. You got then the part selection. Well, it depends on the technique side of the thing. You got like 12 wheels, 4 threads, and 4 big hinged parts. Well, hinged like the stuff. So I think it's okay. Well, again, it depends on what you want this parts for. Of course, if it's for mocking a tank, it's a perfect part, but it will maybe a part, excuse me. But if you want to use this part for, well, it's kind of limited in terms of utilization, in terms of use, excuse me, of use. And then you got the system part. So you got this parts of rounded shaped pieces. You got 4 of them. You got 2 of these big blocky parts in orange, 8 of these parts. So I think it's okay. Once again, in terms of part selection, is pretty decent. Nothing really exceptional, but it's okay, and well, it's okay. You got then the articulations, and I think it's worked pretty well. Well, except sometimes there is some problem with the sweeps, but except for that, which can be a little problem for a tank, I have to admit. Except for that, at least it's well articulated because you can change this part, like I said. Then you can turn also this part because they are mounted on both joints without any big problems. So seriously, in terms of articulations, I think it's pretty great. Because it's a tank and it's not as bulky, but without any articulation, it's still got some point of well, of articulation, and I think it's great. So yes, great articulations. Then you got the construction. Well, seriously, it's the striking venom of the good guy. This means of the good guys. Excuse me. This means that we're gonna have 4 of these parts to build. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, the same build. So kind of tedious. Yes. Tedious, excuse me for the pronunciation of this word. Well, it's gonna be quite boring, and well, the cockpit itself is quite interesting. So I think it will be in its average. It's okay. It could have been better, but still okay. Not as boring as it's not boring. So see, except for this part, it's not boring. It's still okay. So yes, a good construction. And for the building itself, well, I have not any problem with the. With the stability of the model, it's not a weak model or anything. It's a pretty strong build. So yes, it's stay in place. Not like the Supernova, which sometimes have parts which fell down. No, this time it's a pretty good build. And finally, the design. Well, I think the design is okay, except for one thing. This part, which is really bland, it's full of empty space. In fact, there is nothing except the technique beams and stuff like that. So it can be quite problematic. Plus the fact that you see the inside of the Swedes. So yeah, this part quite ugly, I have to admit. But this part, the cockpit part, the main frame, is really a good one, I think. Because it's all about curves, orange, bright colors, and stuff like that, and so still it's a good one. But well, I have to admit that this part is quite ugly because well, again, it cost at the time it costed like 30 euros, so or $30. So of course, maybe if it was if the price would have been of $60, it would have been, of course, a little more evolved. But yes, you have to do with this kind of part, which is kind of void, and this part is well made. But overall, I think it's a pretty good design. So still with the colors and stuff like that. So to conclude. To sum up, yes, I would say that it's really a specific set because well, it's a tank. In fact, it's not like the other Exo-Force sets which are really mecha or stuff like that. No, this time it's a tank, so not everyone would like this model. And I would say that except for tank fans and well people who want to complete their Exo-Force collection, well, seriously. It's up to you. It's not really a model that I will recommend to everyone. Excuse me. It's not really a set that I would recommend to everyone. But still, it's pretty nice. I mean, it's okay. It's not exceptional. It's okay. The design is good. It has some flaws. The fact is that in fact. Every time there is some good points about this set, there is also some flaws in a counterpart. So, well, seriously, it's a good set to complete your collection, to have something different from mecha and stuff like that. But again, it's really up to you. It's not really a set I will recommend to everyone. Of course, it's not a must-have, but at least it really helps to make the Exo-Force storyline not all about mechas and robots, but also about some vehicles kind of like the Sonic Phantom or this tank. So that will be all, guys. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them, and I will of course happily answer them. And I think that's all. So hope you enjoy this review, hope you enjoy this model, which is still pretty nice, and see you later for another video review. Bye bye.